What is the first thing you think of when you hear the word Invincible?
I am invincible! Invincible! You can't kill me!
My name is Mactics, and welcome to becoming invincible in Destiny 2, Omnioculus. Omnioculus, introduced in Season of the Chosen, has become one of, if not the most powerful hunter PvE exotics the game has ever seen. At a surface level, it does a few simple things. More invisibility and damage resistance while in that invisibility. One who picks it up for the first time can easily recognize these benefits. It's been called things like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Get-out-of-free-jail card? What the hell are you talking about?
An amazing support exotic and a hunter's shield. All terms that imply defense, protection, safety. This is how I saw the item when I began using it many resets ago. I've used it in many patrols, strikes, ordeals, raids, and Grandmaster Nightfalls. Over time, I learned more about it. I learned it was not simply a tool for defense and defense alone, but one with offensive capabilities that are rivaled by almost nothing. I understood the synergies between the perks of the armor and the benefits of my subclass. I learned the timings of maximizing the efficiency of my abilities. I learned how to have infinite grenades. I learned how to have infinite smoke bombs. I learned how to have infinite invisibility for myself and my teammates. I learned how to become invincible. Not because of a bug, an exploit, or a cheese, but because I learned how to use this exotic armor piece to the fullest of its potential. Today, I am here to tell you how to do the same.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening!
First, we'll talk about Omnioculus itself and the perks that come with it. Next, we will talk about its pairing subclass, Night Stalker, Way of the Pathfinder. We will then discuss how all of these perks synergize and work together, and all of the different use cases of the exotic, enabling you to be invincible, not simply because you can smoke yourself and run away, but because you are too powerful to be defeated. Let's talk about the exotic itself. Omnioculus does a few things. First and foremost, it gives you an additional smoke melee ability. Next up is that it gives you and allies damage resistance when invisible. The resistance is somewhere around 50% in PvE, which is incredible. At the click of a button, you can immediately reduce all incoming damage by half. Imagine you are in a Grandmaster Nightfall and you get a Cabal wrist grenade shot at you and it sticks you. This is a death sentence in all circumstances, but with Omnioculus, you are safe as can be with the click of a button. This is just one of the many applications of Omnioculus damage resistance being able to save you. Can someone please clip that for me real quick? That, the Incendior, doing the pushback attack and me throwing a smoke grenade at myself?
How the fuck did he not die?
It can also be utilized for damage over time effects like the Unstoppable Incendior pushback attack and the Warden of Nothing boss arena burn attack. The final benefit of Omnioculus is that making guardians other than yourself invisible restores your melee energy by 50% of a smoke bomb per ally made invisible. This means that if you throw a smoke grenade and make two allies invisible at the same time, you get that smoke refunded. It's important to note that smoking an ally who is already invisible, though, will not refund any energy.
Ooh, you suck!
So, now that you know what the exotic does, what subclass are we pairing it with?
Hunt from the shadows, pin them down, never let them see you coming.
Obviously, Bottom Tree Night Stalker, or Way of the Pathfinder, is the subclass we want since Omnioculus's perks all come from invisibility by means of melee ability, aka the smoke bomb, as opposed to the invis dodge ability on Way of the Trapper. It is important to talk about some of the benefits of this subclass. First and foremost, throwing a smoke bomb shrouds all guardians in its proximity by granting them invisibility for 7 seconds. Next up, Gambler's Dodge, which allows you to use your class ability to tumble in a specified direction. If used near an enemy, this dodge fully restores 1 charge of your melee ability. Now, a lesser known perk, but one that unlocks the offensive capabilities of this exotic, Combat Provision. Combat Provision grants melee energy when dealing damage to enemies with grenades. Additionally, Combat Provision grants grenade energy when making allies and yourself invisible. It is about 25% of your grenade per Guardian made invisible. So, how do all of these perks tie together?
Laugh, high five.
The main offensive synergy here is thanks to Combat Provision on Way of the Pathfinder and the receiving melee energy for making Guardians invisible aspect of Omnioculus. For every Guardian you make invisible, you get a quarter of your grenade back. For every Guardian you make invisible excluding yourself, you get 1/2 of your smoke bomb back. Additionally, dealing damage with your grenades grants melee energy. This means that you can spam your smoke grenades on yourself and your teammates to get energy for both your grenade and smoke bomb. Once your grenade is up, you can throw it at enemies to deal damage and generate additional smoke grenade energy. Smoke grenades which can then be used to get your grenade back, and so on. This loop is highly effective, and if used efficiently, can essentially mean you are throwing grenades at enemies non-stop. This is what I like to call a passive combination of the subclass. It is something that you should always be looking to do in almost all circumstances. Now, let's get on to some of the more specific combinations that are used in more specific scenarios. First, let's start with the single action moves. Throwing a smoke at an ally will make them invisible, grant you grenade energy, and grant you 50% of your smoke charge back. Throwing a smoke at 2 allies will make them both invisible, grant you grenade energy, and refund your smoke charge back entirely. The smoke grenade combo is great for reobtaining your smokes when you are in close proximity to enemies. Smoke yourself to go invisible and stay safe, and then immediately throw your grenade at enemies. If you do these actions quickly enough, your grenade will not remove you from invisibility, allowing you to reobtain smoke energy while remaining invisible. The smoke dodge combo is the go-to combo in almost all situations. Immediately after smoking, dodge near an enemy to reobtain that smoke charge. This should be the first thing that you try to do when going invisible if possible. The smoke dodge kill smoke combo allows you to slowly but safely dispatch large groups of enemies. Immediately after smoking, dodge to reobtain your smoke charge. While still invisible, line up a shot on an enemy and kill them. Immediately after killing them, smoke yourself again to be safe from any additional adds. This is great for clearing large rooms of adds with little cover. The res smoke combo is great for resurrecting allies who are in relatively safe locations with enemies in the distance. Resurrect them and then smoke immediately after to make both of you invisible so you can get out safely. You will also get 50% of your smoke back. The smoke res smoke combo is what you want to use when an ally is dead in the middle of a room or group of enemies. Smoke yourself to move in undetected to get the res. Immediately after resurrecting, smoke again to refresh your invisibility and to make your ally invisible, allowing you to both escape safely. The smoke res smoke dodge combo is a more efficient extension of the previous combo that should be used when your dodge ability is available. Smoke yourself to get your ally's res, and then smoke again to reset your invis and allow your ally to get out safely. Before retreating yourself, however, dodge near the enemies to refund your smoke charge. The smoke dodge res, smoke dodge combo is a more efficient version of the previous combo that should be used when your dodge ability is available. Begin by smoking yourself to move in uncovered and dodging immediately to refund that smoke. Resurrect your first ally and smoke so they can escape and so you can refresh your invisibility. Next, resurrect your second teammate and immediately smoke again, refreshing your invisibility and allowing them to retreat. Finally, dodge one more time to acquire an additional smoke grenade before retreating yourself. Now you know everything there is to know about Omnioculus. Well, on paper. Unfortunately, you aren't invincible yet. You see, Part of the beauty of this exotic is that in the hands of an inexperienced user, it is good, and only good. To truly master it and unlock its potential to become invincible with the tools that Omnioculus offers, you must go out and use it yourself. You've taken your first steps towards becoming what this video promised to turn you into, but there is only so much that words and examples can do. To master Omnioculus, you have to use Omnioculus. Learn the timings of the abilities. Learn the ranges of the Gambler's Dodge melee restoration. Learn when and where to use which combinations in real-time scenarios. You have a bit of practice to do, but over time, slowly but surely, you will improve. And someday you will find yourself undefeatable. Congratulations on taking your first steps to becoming invincible.